All right, so today we're diving into something that, it's been making the rounds in D.C.
Yeah.
It's HR77, the Midnight Rules Relief Act.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that one.
Yeah, and this one, it actually already cruised through the House.
Oh, wow.
Back in February, like February 12th, and then boom, the very next day, it's over in the Senate.
Speedy.
Yeah. Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee, to be precise. So what we really want to get into today is, what are these so-called midnight rules? Like, where does that term even come from?
Yeah, exactly.
And then what's this act trying to do about them?
Okay, so you know how, like, towards the end of a president's term, sometimes it feels like
Oh, yeah.
there's this just, like, flurry of new regulations and rules and things like that.
Right, like they're trying to squeeze it all in.
Yeah, exactly. So this bill is basically targeting that exact thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, so if we actually look at like the language of the bill,
Yeah.
Section 2A, it actually defines what it means by midnight rules. So it says like any rule described under paragraph 1 where the report for that rule was submitted during the final year of a president's term.
Okay, so very specifically those regulations from outgoing administrations.
Exactly.
Okay, so these end-of-term rules, we kind of get what they are now, but what is this act? Like, what's the big idea? What is it trying to change?
Well, the core of it is that it would allow Congress to actually deal with multiple of these midnight rules all at the same time.
Oh, at once. Okay.
Yeah, and they even use the term en bloc consideration in the title.
That block. Interesting.
Yeah, so basically, instead of going one by one and reviewing and then potentially disapproving each of these like last-minute regulations, they could just lump a bunch of them together
Oh, okay.
into a single joint resolution of disapproval.
So it sounds like currently it's very much a one-by-one thing.
That's what it seems like. The bill doesn't like spell out the current process in detail.
Right.
But the fact that they need this amendment kind of suggests that, typically each significant rule would require its own separate resolution.
Okay, that makes sense. They're trying to streamline it.
Exactly. And Section 2A is really where the rubber meets the road. So it modifies Title V of the U.S. Code, specifically Section 801D, and it adds this whole new paragraph 4. And this new paragraph basically explicitly allows for this en bloc consideration under Section 802, which is the part that deals with how Congress reviews these rules in the first place.
Okay. So, huge potential for speeding things up then. If this passes, it could really make it faster for Congress to say nope to a whole batch of these end-of-term regulations.
Yeah, potentially. That's definitely the goal. It's creating a more efficient way to deal with what some people might see as this, like, almost like a wave of regulations.
Oh, right.
As one administration is heading out the door and a new one's coming in.
A flurry of activity.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And actually, Section 2B even gives us a little sneak peek at what the language in these, like, bundled disapproval resolutions might look like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it amends Section 802A of Title V, and it gives an example of the resolving clause, where they actually say, we disapprove this, this, and this.
Uh-huh.
And it goes something like, that Congress disapproves the following rules. The rules submitted by the blank relating to blank, and the rules submitted by the blank relating to blank. Such rules shall have no force or effect.
Oh, okay.
So you see those blanks in there.
Yeah.
That's where they would fill in the specific details of each rule that they're trying to get rid of.
So it's like a template almost.
Exactly, and it specifically says you can just keep adding more and more of those clauses to cover like a whole bunch of rules, all in just one resolution.
Wow, so they could really pack it in there. Okay, so let me make sure I'm following this. This Midnight Rules Relief Act, it's all about giving Congress the power to basically group together a bunch of regulations that were issued in, the final year of a president's term, and then potentially overturn all of them with one single vote.
You got it.
Okay.
That's the gist of it. It's this procedural change trying to streamline how Congress can review and potentially reject these very specific types of regulations.
Okay, I see. So, for you listening out there, this raises a really interesting point. Like, think about it. If this changes how things work in Washington, how could it shift that balance of power? Especially during those, let's be honest, often kind of chaotic transitions between presidential administrations.
Absolutely.
Definitely something to think about.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for diving in with us today.
You bet.
This has been The Deep Dive.